completely forgotten the panel that you're involved in. Was it selecting the lineup? Or?
No, I just snuck onto that because
You
Chris
snuck
Freer
onto that
forgot that he was on it, or he lost the time.
Okay.
No, I was on one that was about non-musical programming.
That's right. The other things
Yeah.
that bring people to a festival. The other ideas. What came out of that?
Well, I mean, I think in some ways it was interesting I was on because we do a lot less of that than some festivals. And some of the panel was very interesting because Rhoda was on, who does the Dreaming Festival.
Boomerang.
And Boomerang. And just she wasn't even talking so much about that. It's just the approach to festivals and funding. And I mean, for me, it's about, when you say non-musical, it's not even just, I would say non-concert is kind of how I took it, because we don't just go, here's a band on a stage doing a concert. We have the collaborative sessions. We have 39 of them over 2.5 days, and where we put people together according to different styles and genres and themes, and people collaborate and they back each other up and they meet each other, and it's very magical. Then some of the other things we do a boot camp leading up to the weekend where we have, we teach songwriting, guitar playing, and singing, and so a select group of students that signs up can learn from festival artists, and that's a very intimate and small group that is really meaningful to those people and to the artists. And then we also do a few things, like we've done we did a small intimate wonderful theater that was about immigration and migration. We had a modified grain silo that became a music actuel sort of venue where people could go in and make all kinds of noise. And we had something called Igloo, which was a whole bunch of found speakers and recycled speakers, and it was made into an igloo, and then the speakers were pointed inside.
Wow,
and
that's
it
interesting.
became this ambient space. And again, people could go and kind of mellow out and do something different. We now have a talk tent where we have comedy, spoken word panels. But we have 13,000 people on site, and there might be 200 people in the talk tent. So it's still something that it's drawing some people. It's something different. It's a way to include comedians and other spoken word people. But it's certainly, the majority of what we do is music. But it's also just the vibe. People come there, and some people line up for 9 hours to get in. Yeah. They don't have to. But they want that prime spot in the grass, and so it's about community. You and I might run into each other once a year in the lineup because we're always the first in the lineup.
Yeah.
So
it's amazing.
Yeah, and then there's the usual, the beer garden, the craft area, all those other elements that festivals include.